In Paris, anything can happen.
What's up?
Perfect.
How are you?
Much. Yeah, really good. Yeah, good.
I discovered you like as many people because you're like, I can say the most famous player in rugby in the world. I know it's quite boring to hear that.
No, it's weird. I never think of myself like that.
But I have one simple question, like how do you do to have that cute guy face without being like scares everywhere and like a rugby player?
That's the crazy thing about rugby is for 80 minutes you almost have to turn into someone else, like going to war. You know, the opposition, they want to try and hurt you, to try and kill you, so it's difficult at times to get into that mindset, but the type of person I am is sort of very relaxed, sort of very calm. I guess that influence I have, you know, is similar on the rugby field, but no, it's just about kind of enjoying life, so that's what it's all about.
I'm amazed by the social differences between people in New Zealand, and the most popular sport over there is the rugby, and I feel that in the field when you're playing rugby there is no more social differences.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sport, rugby, and you're right, no matter your social differences, your upbringing, whether you come from an affluent background or you had a really difficult upbringing, it doesn't matter. As soon as you're a part of a team, there's no differences and you're all equal. And that's the beauty of sport. Anyone can play, any shape or size. It's.
I can't play rugby.
You can, of course.
No,
you can play rugby.
I could be the ball.
No, seriously.
I have the same shape of the ball. You know, I'm like oval.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've got plenty of oval-looking guys in our team as well. So, like, you have tall guys, you have short guys, you have big guys, you have skinny guys. You know, rugby it caters for every shape and size, and any person can give it a go. Guys, girls. It's a beautiful sport, and no matter, like you said, what your differences are, it doesn't matter in rugby. You know, you come together as a team, and you come together as one.
And how did you grow up?
I grew up from a little country town of about 700 people, about 1 hour from Christchurch in New Zealand, and it's a farming community. It's very small. Everybody knows everybody. You know, my upbringing, that simple upbringing, has sort of moulded the person I am today. You know, didn't have a lot when I grew up, so I'm extremely grateful for everything that's happened to me throughout my career, and you know, I have to pay a lot of respect to Mum and Dad that you know, gave me every opportunity to be the person I am.
And as a child of farmer, is it important to? I know it sounds weird that you have touched the grass and the ground when you were a kid. Is it something who helps you, like when you're like in this career with the TVs and photos and fast life?
Yeah, it is. It's
to be connected to the earth.
Yeah, well and truly. I mean, you know, I have to pay a lot of respect to my friends, my family for keeping me grounded. You know, some of my best friends are my friends that I went to school with when I was 5, 6 years old, and you know, I still keep in contact with them today. And you know, you can achieve a lot in your life and your career, but you know, for me, it's important that you always keep your feet on the ground. You don't get ahead of yourself. You don't think you're better than anyone else. You continue to have that humility, you know, to stay humble and grateful, and I think that upbringing that I had has helped me, you know, helped me keep those values throughout my life.
And what is helping you to do not have like the same haircut that football players?
I'm not sure. I think it's my teammates. They'd never let me live it down. Even when I go slightly outside the norm with something I wear, or if it is a haircut, then they'll kill me. You know, they will give me so much stick for weeks on end. So it's easier just to be plain and simple. To stop, you know, all the jokes from your mates.
So I will never see you like with bald hair, blonde hair, and a tie and dye.
Back when I was in my early 20s, I experimented a little bit with my haircuts. You know, I did have the long sort of mullet flying out the back. I used to dye my hair a little bit, but I'm a bit too old for that kind of behaviour now.
Because I love football player and I love watching the social medias. Like when I see Evra dressed in panda.
Ooh, be like a panda.
Or when I see like Pogba dabbing every time. I see you helping an old lady in France to take his bags.
Yeah, that was my wife. She made me do that.
Tell me about that story.
We just finished at a restaurant and we jumped in the car about to drive home. We saw this old lady. She must have been, I don't know, probably 80, 85 years old, and she was really struggling with her groceries up this steep hill. So my wife was like, go help her. I was like, okay. So I helped her. I can't speak French. She couldn't speak English. So I thought her house was maybe 100 meters up the road. So I helped her. And then after like 500 meters up this hill, I realized her house was not near us. So I rang my wife. She came. We put her in the car and we drove about 2 kilometers up this hill to her house. She would have been there for about 2 hours with her groceries. So I thought I'd give her a helping hand and get her home safely.
Do you use a lot social media?
Yeah, I do. It's a great way to connect with your fans. I'm pretty new to social media. I've only been on social media for probably 5 years. But it's a fantastic way to give back to your fans. You know, it's part of the reason why I play. I have some amazing supporters all around the world, and just to give them a little bit of an insight into my life.
Do you receive a lot of private messages?
Yeah, mostly from...
Are they weird?
No,
because on Instagram it's always weird.
Yeah, it is. It's so true. I mean, you get some weird things on occasions. A few sort of direct messages that, but the majority of it, it's harmless. It's all, you know, most of them are sort of young boys that want to inspire to live their dream, live a similar life to yours, aspiring rugby players. So, you know, I connect with them every now and then. I'll jump on and reply to some of their messages because, you know, I remember when I was their age, you know, a little 10, 11-year-old boy, you know, aspiring to be a professional rugby player, play for the All Blacks, and, you know, so I see myself in their shoes. And, you know, if I had a rugby player that played international level sort of reply or talk to me or sign an autograph or take a photo, it would have been an amazing feeling. So it's nice to be able to give back.
What was your dream? Was it to be rich or to live and to wake up every time doing what you like in your life?
No, it's never to be rich. It's never been about money. It's to do what you love, and that's why I think I've got the best job in the world, because rugby is something I've always loved, and to be able to call this my job and my profession, I'm just extremely lucky. It's every time I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I think I've got the dream job. I wish it could last forever, but obviously it can't. But yeah, it's definitely a dream come true, doing what I'm doing today.
Right now you're living in Paris. You are one of the greatest star of the world, and you're happy to be in Paris because Natalie Portman was bored, Scarlett Johansson was bored, Kim Kardashian have been robbed, and you love to be in Paris.
I do. I love it here. It was an unusual time to come. We arrived about 2 weeks after the terrorist attacks, and it was extremely difficult time to move my family to Paris, but I've seen some real strength from the French people since those scary events, and it's a beautiful city. Every time I'm driving through, you know, New Zealand doesn't have a lot of history and sort of culture, and everywhere in France, not only Paris but all over France, has this amazing history and culture, and I absolutely love it. And driving through the streets of Paris, you pinch yourself. You're like, actually, am I calling this home for this stage of my life? It's a very unique situation for me and my family, and we're absolutely loving it.
What are the stuff that you prefer to eat in Paris?
I got to be careful because in case my dietitian is watching me, but it's so dangerous. The bread, the bakeries, the boulangeries.
La baguette?
Yeah.
You love la baguette?
I know. I go home from training. I stop at like 5 o'clock. I grab a baguette. I get my amazing French butter, and I eat half a baguette most nights. It's dangerous, and the
it's
cheese,
the power of the baguette.
And the cheese, obviously the fromage. It's amazing here as well, which. Once again, as an athlete, probably two of the sort of worst things that you can eat. So, I say as long as you train hard, you can enjoy some of these delicacies.
What do you listen? Did you listen some French music or not?
I was always into hip hop.
Yeah.
And French has a lot of hip hop, a huge hip hop culture here in France, but also the dance, sort of techno. Your David Guetta's, DJ Snake.
Shout out to DJ Snake.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Snake. Yeah, he's killing it right now. So
No.
in the change room, like all the French players on my team, they're playing the French hip hop, and you find some of us foreign players kind of dancing or rapping along, but you don't know who they are. Or
If they are dancing, they're listening to MHD. Yeah,
That's
like.
okay, it's probably not dancing to hip hop.
How do you feel when you hear Jay-Z saying all black everything?
All black everything. Black cars, all black everything.
It's actually the hashtag a lot of us players used to use. So after a game, you say, "Oh, it's a great game." Hashtag all black everything. Obviously, there's no correlation between the song and his saying and the All Blacks, but I don't know. As a player, we kind of think that that's exactly what he's on about. He's talking about the All Blacks.
Can you give me your top 5 MCs?
Yeah, no, there's this band in New Zealand, and they're good friends of mine, and it's actually more drum and bass. Shapeshifter. And
Yeah, I know them.
amazing. You know Shapeshifter?
Yeah, Shapeshifter, they were like in the underground scene, like in the beginning of the 2000 years.
Yeah. Yeah, Shapeshifter, for a long time. So it's just a great opportunity to give my New Zealand friends a shout out. There's actually a rapper called Scribe who had some great lyrics. He hasn't had an album for a while, but he's from Christchurch, where I'm from, and he raps a lot about New Zealand, and the rap culture in New Zealand's pretty cool.
And I hope you feel my pain. Hope you don't forget my name. For the cause I claim and the reason I came, tell me, was it all in vain?
You're from a country where there is more sheep than humans. Because I have no life, I watch a lot of TV and
There's more
documentaries.
sheep than people in New Zealand. It's crazy.
Is it a metaphor of this world? Like there is more people acting like sheep than humans?
You just got to watch a rugby team as we go through the airport, where like sheep, we just follow everyone. Seriously, sometimes it's so bad that if you're in the front of everyone, you can just walk around in circles and no one's actually concentrating. You can just honestly think there's more creative people out there, and that what makes this world so unique and so special.
A lot of sports are based about what they call the American dreams, and they love to make us believe that the athletes Americans are always the best, but rugby is like the European dream, showing something else, more mixed.
Yeah, it is. Well, if you're ever in New Zealand, it's the American dream is like the New Zealand dream, because rugby is like a religion in New Zealand, and it's what every child grows up and aspires to be an All Black or play for the All Blacks. And it's pretty unique, but even over here in Europe, I don't know, anyone can play the game. It's a beautiful sport. For 80 minutes you're trying to kill each other, but then after the final whistle, you're friends with your opposition. You go into their changing room, you shake their hand, you have a beer together.
You see him naked, it's cool. Hey! Right now it's raining and we have to leave because you're in Paris. And you choose to be in Paris, so you choose to live in the rain. Congrats.
It's all right. No, it's fine. I'm happy to stay out here.
Who could miss this game? I'm Dan Carter. On November the 26th, I'll be in Paris.
Tell me about this match.
Yeah, this match, it's exciting.
Are you shaking?
All Blacks versus France. It's my new life is in France, but I want. It sounds bad because it's like a French audience. I want the All Blacks to smash the French. It's simple as that.
You know what you said? It's raining.
Yeah.
So the French told you the power of the rain.
Oh, is that what it is?
That we have in France. Every time our president is showing up, there is some rain. This is the
that
new power
right?
of the French. The rain will kill the All Blacks.
It's going to give you strength. Okay, we will see. No, it's bizarre because my new friends, my new teammates are playing for France. So I'm going to see them going head to head with the All Blacks. But no, the All Blacks is part of my life. It's my family now, even though I've finished playing. I support them 100%. It's going to be a great match, and I'll be sitting in the stadium. It'll be kind of unusual because I prefer to be on the grass playing, but I'll sit there and supporting the All Blacks.
And no matter what wins at the end of the game, they will be all naked and laughing.
What's his fascination with naked and yeah,
in the
exactly.
changing room.
You actually get a few guys that still shower with their underwear on, so they're a bit shy. So not all naked.
The last question is, what is your definition of a clique?
For me, your clique is your best mates. Okay, so I have some friends from school, and these are guys you can trust with your life. You're so tight. You can share anything you want. You have the same values. To me, my boys, they're my clique.
Dan Carter, superstar, legend, all black motherfucker. Welcome to our clique.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.